This week, live on Update, we have Timothy Saint one-on-one for an exclusive interview. Hello, fans, and welcome to the latest installment of Update with your host, Marc Spector. We have a very big week here on Update, and I'm excited to bring you all the information here. But first, before we get going, let me give a little information out about how you can contact me, because I get a lot of questions from people who come up to me, want to know how they can get a hold of me, how they can leave me questions and comments. My email address is mspector2008@hotmail.com. Feel free to leave a comment or a question. I will take the time to get back to everyone who writes to me. Once again, that's mspector2008@hotmail.com. Fans, we saw something last week that chilled us all, but we'll get to that in a little while. Right now, we have a very special guest. As you saw in the opening credits, we have Timothy Saint live via satellite from a softball charity game that he is participating in today. But he has agreed to give us time for an interview here, the first time we've ever had Timothy Saint live here on Update. Mr. Saint, what is it exactly that you are taking part in here with this softball tournament?
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing here, man. I'll tell you, I could be putting a show together, finding a new drummer.
Did someone tell Mr. Saint that we're on live?
Right now, and they got me here for some
Timothy Saint
celebrity softball game.
Timothy Saint.
I never even played football. I don't know anything about it.
Can you hear me? Timothy Saint, this is Marc Spector. Timothy Saint. Please, can you hear me? This is Marc Spector with Update.
Oh, hey, Spector. I just like to say hello to all the fans on Update, and you too, Marc Spector. How are you?
Thanks, Mr. Saint. I'm doing fine. Once again, what is it that you're exactly doing with this softball tournament? Exactly, what is it that you're taking part in here today?
They asked me to come down here to play a little softball or football. I'm not quite sure, but evidently, from what I'm told, there's this little Billy kid who's, I guess his spleen hurts or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure exactly what's wrong with this kid, but everybody's coming together for little Billy, and we're trying to get him right. So I'm going to try to score a couple touchdowns today on the softball field for little Billy, and, I mean, no one's here yet. I mean, this is a little ridiculous. I'm sitting in this, what they're telling me is called a dugout. It's a little embarrassing, but it's all for little Billy, and that's all that really matters.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's a strong rumor floating around that the band that you lead, Saint, is going to finally be performing live sometime in the near future in New York City. Is there any information that you can give us today that will help dispel these rumors about Saint performing live?
Well, we're officially kicking off New York City, and our first show will be November 1st. It's at the Holiday Inn Convention Center. It's a part of a rock and roll expo, and all the fans are very excited. Now, I'm not saying that we won't be playing a couple secret shows that are coming up, but November 1st is our official kickoff. If we can pull it all together, if we can get everybody on the same page, which, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard in this business, but, you know, I just want to keep rock and roll alive in New York City.
Okay, well, we all heard it. November 1st, the Rock and Roll Expo featuring Saint performing live. Breaking news here all the time on Update. Okay, Mr. Saint, now we got to get to some serious news. Last week we saw some disturbing video from a guy, somebody or something, calling themselves Black Mask. Somebody who wants to stop the music of Saint, and somebody who seems to want to stop you personally. Do you have any idea who this may be, or whether or not this is a threat that you're taking seriously, or are you just dismissing this as some prankster out there?
Hey, you going to Starbucks?
Excuse me?
Listen, pick me up a low-fat Frappuccino. It better be low-fat or it's your ass.
What?
And where is everybody?
What? Starbucks? I apologize for that last comment. Obviously, Timothy Saint didn't know we were still live. Timothy Saint, please. The question was, Are you concerned at all with this Black Mask character that is seemingly bent on stopping you personally and stopping your band from performing live?
Well, I don't really. Saint is open to all kinds of fans. Any kind of fan that wants to, as long as somebody's taking the time and effort.
Uh, Obviously, we're having some sort of technical difficulties. I think we're working on the problem right now. I think we got our video feedback. Timothy Saint, are you still there? Obviously, we've lost our video feed for the interview. Yeah, I don't know. These things always seem to happen here on Update. I apologize for the inconveniences here. I think we got something back on our monitor. Let's take a look.
Black Mask has brought this video to an end. Let me tell you something, Spector. You better leave right now.
What?
Just like Black Mask had the power to stop this interview, I have the power to stop the music of Saint. Timothy Saint, your days are numbered.